My friend, if you're not as successful as you'd like to be yet, it's probably because of some things that you're unwilling to face. What's up? This is Keith Kalfas, and this is what you call a night video. These are the types of videos that really, I think, built this channel over time. And I used to do a lot of these videos, but I got scared and I stopped making them. Once my channel started getting hundreds of thousands of views a month, I was like, oh my god, all these people are watching my videos, I should tone down what I say. Screw that, not anymore. So you might be afraid to face certain things in your life, in your business, in your family, and yourself, and this is what's stopping your success. This is hard. This is a hard pill to swallow, especially for me. That's why I'm talking about it. And here's my challenge for you. First thing, my first challenge is to pat yourself on the back, say amen, and look how far you've come. Look how much you've done for yourself and for your life and for your family and your business already. Look at the leaps and bounds and things that you've taken. See, it's about the questions that you ask, the quality of your questions. As you get wiser, getting more and more wise, you begin to ask smarter questions. The student, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear. It's so real. So here's my question for you. What are you sick and tired of in your life? What is a repetitive thing that keeps holding you back, or a repetitive relationship with a person that you love, or a thing in your business that you are so dang afraid to face that even the thought of facing it makes you tremble? Is there a person in your life who's got their hooks in you, like meat hooks? It's a narcissistic, codependent, bipolar relationship. Is it with a family member? A spouse, a friend? What's something that's sucking and draining energy from you, or that person? Or it could be yourself, right? It could be anything. It could be an addiction. I don't know. But most of us have this, and until we get in there and we face that, it's not going to change. And this is where the people that we look up to, who have the skill sets and the success, I'm not just talking financially, but the success that we would like to have, the people that we look up to, this is the things about them that I think we're really looking at. It's because they're very resolved. To be a resolved person, to be a resolved man or woman is a state of resolution in your consciousness where you've had enough. You've drawn your line in the sand, and this is where you stand. So I want you to imagine the person. It could be an employee that you're afraid to just have that conversation with. It could be your father, your mother. It could be your spouse. I don't know who it is, but they used to talk about this thing, and I used to do multi-level marketing back in the day, and it was so fun, by the way. But they used to say this thing that was really true, and it was basically, when you start to lead, and you just, even though you have the person who's cutting you down, or the naysayer, or the person under your own household who doesn't agree with your dreams and aspirations and ambitions, if you just focus on success, and it doesn't mean to treat them badly, it doesn't mean any of that. When you just keep developing and honing your skills and talents and becoming the best that you can be, and once you start to have some success, little by little, they'll actually kind of fall into place, and they will begin to understand, or they'll start to follow, or they'll eventually be on your team, right? Which is a really cool thing when that happens. I've seen that happen in my own life, right? In my own life, so to speak. But if there's these people that cut you down and criticize you, and they're threatened by your success, whoever that person or people are for you, they're going to attack you more and more and more. They're going to use guilt and shame. Shame is a very low vibration. They're going to use this tactic against you because they're terrified. Maybe they're terrified of losing you. You ever considered that? Maybe this person that's doing this to you is they feel like they're losing you more and more every day. the more you become swept up in your ambitions and your success. So they use guilt to pull you down. They use shame to manipulate you. Oh, if you lose everything one day, who are you going to come calling? Remember that time when I helped you when you were down and out? Yeah? Yeah? So you should be at my beck and call every time I need you for anything, because I was there for you when you needed me. Remember when you were down and out, sucker? Yeah? Yeah? Don't forget where you came from. Oh, you think you're too good now, are you? Mr. Money Pants? Mr. Businessman? Mr. Wanna Be Successful? Maybe it's a person who's crying inside saying, please don't leave me. Please don't forget about me. Please don't take your love away from me. Please don't abandon me. Please don't abandon me. See, sometimes you have to lay down the law with these people by getting so sick and tired that now you are ready to face unlove. You are no longer afraid of not having their love in your life because you will no longer tolerate their disrespect. You are a grown man now. You're a grown woman, right? You have your own domain, and you have to protect your domain and your family and your business. So the very people that you love, or people in your life or in your business that want to attack that, you must push them out no matter what. You must set up that boundary and draw that line in the sand. I'm trying to see. I got this light in my face. Am I looking at you? Are you with me? So maybe you have to get so sick and tired of being sick and tired that you will create that boundary. I was in church on Sunday and they were talking about in the Bible, and I'm not trying to push my beliefs on you. I'm just very interested. I love wisdom, right? Like a dog that returns to his own vomit, we will return to our negative ways. It could be the same of returning to a codependent relationship over and over and over and over and over again. The way I look at these people is they will grab you. They'll come with a mean, sweet cycle to be very sweet to you, very sweet and loving. And then as soon as they get your guard down, they grab you, they stick the fangs in, they bring you to the ground, they ground you and pound you. It's a ground and pound method. And then they leave you weak and defenseless and drained. It's a pain body. Eckhart Tolle talks about this in the book The Power of Now. The pain body is an entity that wants to jump out of them into you. Or if you look at it logically, the book Traction, monkeys on their back. They have a monkey on their back and they want to take it off their back and put it on your back. Is that somebody who loves you or cares about you, or somebody who wants to see you succeed? They want to take their monkey and put it on your back because they're too much of a coward to face their own problems, to face it. We are all out here swimming. Like the Titanic has went under. We are out here swimming for our lives, fighting to find our own salvation, right? It's a lonely, cold, scary world out here. Like, do you really want to go out and do manual labor 10 hours a day, swinging an axe, cutting down trees, digging dirt in trenches? Do you think most people want to do that, or work in a cubicle 50, 60 hours a week? Because if you don't, the system that we live in will crush you, and you will end up on the street. So the very same people that are right next to you, it's like you barely have your own life jacket. You're trying to build your life and build your own boat, and because they're too much of a coward to do it themselves, they're going to try to take yours from you and drown you. They are literally these are people that you love or care about or are compassionate towards, are trying to grab you and pull you down to save themselves because they're in survival mode themselves. I mean, if you really look at it like that, it's dark and it's grim. So what do? We drug ourselves with YouTube and Facebook and social media and anything that we can, and trinkets and toys and games and entertainment. We're entertaining ourselves to death to avoid the one truth, is that we are one. We're in this thing together. So if we're in this thing together and we are one, then you must not, unless you have to. See, there's one option. It's the option of separating yourself from somebody who is narcissistic, right? Or a temporary separation, right? You can love somebody, but you don't have to like them. But it's another thing to stand up and face that person and go to war with that person out of love. I'm not going to let you talk to me like this anymore. I'm not going to tolerate this. And I'm going to... Are we still recording? Huh, battery's low. So I'm going to go to war with you out of love, and I'm not going to let you back down. And you push through with love and through courage, right? And then it's like being reborn again. I'm going to end this video because, can you see me? No, I'll keep this video going. That's what I'm going to keep this video going. Yeah, dog. I can make 100 videos about being in the field, and it's been a crazy year. 2019 has been non-stop. All right. So here, be your most authentic self. Be you. Be expressive. Be bold. Be open. Be courageous. Be the best version of yourself. And don't let the sun go down with unspoken, words, or being upset with somebody, or them being upset with you. And don't let people guilt trip you, because you don't deserve that. Oh, you helped me like 20 years ago for like 2 seconds, so I owe you for the rest of my life? Are you kidding me? Don't let people do that to you. And then once you clear up all that stuff, right? That's what happens when you start getting the clients that you want, when your business starts evolving and everything starts changing, because you're clearing up your interior space. When you clean up your interior space, then you are no longer blind, you can see, and now you can start to clean up your exterior space. It all starts inside. These are the major blocks that are stopping people from being successful. It's the blocks that are all in here and in here, not out there. There are a lot of blocks out there, but we can overcome them. They're actually, at the low level, they're not that hard. They're not that hard. You can do this stuff. You can do this stuff. But it takes facing these inner demons. It could be just a couple for you, and they don't stop. There's always the next Goliath, right? But if you don't face this Goliath, you're going to keep facing it and facing it and facing it, and all it's doing is preparing you for the next Goliath. And that's the dichotomy of life. That's why we're half spirit and half flesh. That's why we're here, so we can learn and evolve. That's the whole point. So don't stick your head in the sand and pretend it's not real.